Malamang to kasi si Sarbat medyo mahaba-haba rin to eh. Oh, mga 30 minutes, 90 minutes. Alam mo siya mas maiksi. Duterte mabubulok sa kulungan dahil sa mga nilaglag, pinabayaan na siya ni Sara at ni Bato. Ayun lang. 'Di ba? Bakit mas makakasira kay Sara ang pagbasura ng Supreme Court? Bakit kaya? Bakit kaya? Nako po. Pro-Chinese Aimee na-kick out na bilang Foreign Affairs Committee Chair. Saklap dito ha. Ay, kawawa naman si Manang Aimee. Sinipa. Agoy, nako, Piman. Aimee Marcos nagbabala ng resback sa China. Octa reserves walang effect sa pro-China. So ito na lang. Itong pro-Chinese Aimee Marcos na kick out bilang Foreign Affairs Committee Chair. Erwin Tulfo ang new chair. Nako po. Ito na, Foreign Affairs. Na-kick out pala. Bilisan natin to. Okay, pasok.
In the House who want them to take a stronger action against the abusive behavior of officials of the Chinese embassy. It seems that one of China's strongest defenders, Senator Aimee Marcos, the presidential sister, has already taken the biggest hit. Naunahan pa siya ma-kick out kaysa yung mga Chinese officials. Habang inaabangan pa natin kung as they challenge the president to kick them out, to declare them persona non grata. At sabi pa nga ng spokesperson ng Chinese embassy, wag nyo lang i-declare ng persona non grata. And he addressed his call to President Bongbong Marcos directly. Isang spokesperson lang, inuutusan at sina-challenge ang presidente natin. Sabi niya, wag mo lang tanggalin si Ambassador Jing Quan. Tanggalin mo rin kami, 12 na miyembro ng media bureau ng Chinese embassy. So talagang abusado na. Where inuutusan at sina-challenge pa si President Bongbong Marcos kaysa sana mag-apologize o mag-stand down or mag-tone down. Nagawa pa sila mag-reply. At ito naman si Aimee Marcos na kaysa sana ipakita na united front ang mga senador, 15 senators sa cross-party lines to express a condemnation in a resolution laban sa China. Ito pa, gumawa rin, nag-file rin ng sariling resolution si Aimee Marcos. Warning government officials, siyempre including her brother, na maghinay-hinay daw sa mga banat sa China. At she hinted the possibility na baka atakin na tayo ng China. So talagang nakikita natin na they are hindi lang yung Chinese embassy kundi yung mga makapili sa Senado, they are moving heaven and earth to fight our desire to project and exercise our sovereignty. Yan naman, hindi naman natin inaaway ang China eh. We are just asserting our sovereignty. In fact, sila naman ang nauna na nanghara sa atin diyan sa West Philippine Sea at nag-invade sa mga islas natin diyan sa West Philippine Sea. So in view of this, siguro meron na rin talaga silang plano para to make a strong defense of China sa Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs. Ito rin si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, hinarangan rin yung approval ng resolution filed by Senator Riza Ontiveros and supported by 14 senators na imbes ma-approval na sana ito this week, Alan Peter Cayetano move na para gumawa muna ng hearing ng Senate Committee on Foreign Affairs. At ang head niyan ay si Aimee Marcos. Kaya maybe, partly because of that, yan, inunahan na sila ng majority ng anti-China bloc dyan sa Senado. At according to Senator Ping Lacson, the majority bloc have decided to kick Aimee out of that committee. Kung
Saklap, no?
maalala natin,
Iman,
ito rin yung
Aimee
committee na
Marcos.
ginamit ni Aimee para to shake down sila then Justice Secretary Boying Remulla, Gibo Teodoro, then CIDG Chief ex-General Nicolas Torre at si John Vic Remulla for their arrest, for their alleged kidnapping daw of former President Duterte. So ito rin, swerte ba kasi Aimee, siguro with due respect sa kanya, dahil presidential sister siya, she was allowed to retain that committee. Kahit ginagamit niya yan as a deadly weapon against the Filipino people. So, pero today, inanunsyo ni Ping sa media na we have had enough. Tatanggalin na namin yan. And I think dahil inanunsyo na ni Ping, done deal na ito, tanggal na talaga si Aimee sa Committee on Foreign Affairs, and she was replaced by Senator Erwin Tulfo. Na nakita naman natin na in fairness, gumawa naman ng passionate speech laban sa China. So, yan, or sa Chinese embassy. So, decision mismo na sabi ni Ping Lacson, decision mismo ni Senate President Tito Soto para tanggalin na ito si Aimee as Senate Committee on Foreign Relations. Tama lang naman kasi isipin mo, Senate Committee on Foreign Relations, pero instead of advancing the Philippine interest, ina-advance ni Aimee yung interest of China. So buti naman, bago masimulan yung hearing nitong committee, dyan sa resolution ng 15 senators, at least tanggal na siya dyan. At sabi ni Ping Lacson, yung pangalan ni Erwin Tulfo ang lumalabas na possible replacement. So, sabi ni Ping, and I quote, "For obvious reasons, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, like the Blue Ribbon, etc., is a major and significant committee that is normally reserved to the majority bloc." So sabi niya, obvious naman na a committee like the Blue Ribbon at Senate Foreign Relations Committee ay dapat nasa mayoriya ito. At sabi niya, today, Aimee has already been informed of the decision made by Senate Majority Leader, si Senate Majority Leader Nick Zubiri ang nag-relay ng message ng majority bloc kay Aimee Marcos today. At sabi niya itong decision was reached by them last Monday. Pero wala daw siya kinalaman dito. At sabi niya, parang Consuelo de Bobo, para hindi naman umiyak si Aimee because I believe she held this position for a long time now. Kaya very very useful siya sa China. Sa mga amo niya sa China. At sabi ni Ping Lacson, as a Consuelo de Bobo, si Senator Kiko Pangilinan is willing to give up chairmanship of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes in favor of Marcos. Sabi niya, as a gesture of goodwill, Senator Kiko agreed to relinquish the chairmanship of the Committee on Constitutional Amendments and Revision of Codes and Laws, Lacson said. It is up to her to accept or decline. So bahala na daw si Aimee kung tatanggapin niya ito o hindi. Actually, itong Committee on napaka-controversial ito at wala naman nangyayari dito. Unless ang administrasyon na mismo ang gusto ng charter change. Naalala nyo, ang uuna rin nag-head nito si Robin Padilla.
Tama.
Wala rin nangyari. Kasi kwan nga kahit head nito si Kiko Pangilinan, pero wala namang ginawang hearing si Kiko Pangilinan kasi obviously ayaw naman ng tao sa mga constitutional amendments kasi tulad sa nakikita natin ngayon, hindi naman problema ang konstitusyon. Ang problema yung implementation of law. Hindi ini-implement yung law. Yun ang biggest problem natin. Kaya kahit si Kiko, walang ginawa. Kumbaga chairman by name lang, pero not by function. So ito ang ibibigay kay Aimee. Parang Consuelo de Bobo na para meron lang siya committee. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, the more committees, the more cling-cling. So yan. So yan. O yun, naunahan pa naunahan pa na kick out si Amy kaysa sa mga kanya, sa mga dinidefensahan niya mga Chinese embassy officials. At least one down, ha. Sana ituloy naman ni presidente yung pagtanggal, pag-kick out rin, pagdeklara ng persona non grata dito sa mga abusadong Chinese embassy officials. Kahit neophyte senator, mukhang kaya naman ni Erwin Tulfo itong committee na ito. At madali lang ma-head nito eh. You just have to have your heart in the right place. Kumaga, dapat makakwan ka lang man, maka-Pilipino ka. Yun lang, medyo may pagka-ironical lang ito dahil meron rin problema si Erwin sa citizenship niya. Pero na-renounce na ata niya yung American citizenship niya. Pero mas okay na siguro. Pro-American chairman of the Committee on Foreign Relations kaysa pro-China na talagang kalaban natin. So in fairness kay Erwin, panoorin nyo itong speech niya last Monday ata nung ginawa nila yung resolution to condemn the abusive behavior ng Chinese embassy under new ambassador Jing Quang. Okay, sige. Come in, Senator Tulfo.
I rise today in defense of dignity, our national dignity. Spokesperson of the Chinese embassy recently lectured Filipinos and worse, Philippine officials on the limits of freedom of speech. We are told that criticizing a foreign head of state is completely unacceptable. Well, let me say this then, Mr. President. If you do not like how democracy works in this country, then you are free to leave the Philippines.
Layas!
Get the out.
Layas! Nakapaw.
Mr. President, kung hindi nila gusto kung paano gumagana ang demokrasya sa ating bansa, malinaw po ang sagot. Layas. This is our house. Hindi sila ang boss natin at tayo ay mga tau-tauhan lang nila. To the Chinese embassy officials, you do not have the moral authority to lecture Filipinos about freedom of speech. Because freedom of speech does not exist in your country.
Tama.
It is not practiced, it is not protected, it is punished. So do not export censorship to a nation that fought, bled, and died to be free. And another recent statement coming from the Chinese government threatening our officials of, quote, paying the price for making provocations and confusing right from wrong, unquote, pertaining to our claims at the West Philippine Sea. What is truly unacceptable is a foreign government acting as if it can police Filipino speech, intimidate Filipino officials, or shame Filipino into silence. Mr. President, our government officials spoke only the truth. They defended our sovereignty. They spoke as public servants of a democratic republic. They are correct, and the Chinese government is wrong. Wala silang karapatan na punahin ang malayang pagpapahayag sa ating bansa. Dahil sa kanilang bansa, walang tunay na freedom of speech. Mga kritiko ikinukulong at misteryosong namamatay pa. Ang mga mamahayag, pinapatahimik, opinyon, kinokontrol. I rise today in defense of dignity.
Yan,
Our
okay.
national
Galing ha.
dignity.
Tama yun ha. Ayan, pati reliyon nga, pati mga Muslim, pinapatay, kinukulong. So, sige, Erwin ha, good luck ha. Pagbutihin mo ha, tuloy ang laban natin. So tama yan. I believe dahil na-inform na si Amy, matuluyan na siyang matanggal sa committee na yan. Hindi naman pwede siya tumakbo papuntang kay Utol kasi inupakan na niya si Utol, si President Bongbong Marcos. So it is about time na na-discarril na naman yung agenda nila. Kasi iba kung chairperson si Amy, she can dictate the tempo and the direction of the committee, kung lalo na kung tatalakayin nito yung resolution to condemn the actions of the Chinese embassy. So this is a good development, at least mabilis. Mabilis kahit ang Malacanang is still dragging its foot. Medyo mabagal ng konti kumilos laban sa pang-abuso, pambababoy sa demokrasya natin ng Chinese Embassy. At least mabilis ang galaw ng Senado. Yan. Kahit ang DFA natin ay medyo lembot, pero ang Senado mabilis gumalaw para tanggalin yung Chinese puppet na chairperson naman ng Committee on Foreign Relations na si Amy Marcos. Good riddance, Senator Amy. At least hindi na namin makikita na nagari-hari ka dyan sa hearing ng Committee on Foreign Relations na ginagamit mo lang laban sa
Gobyerno.
Pilipino at hindi sa China.
Tama. Actually, ginamit din nila ito yung, di ba, nagpa-hearing si Amy Marcos tungkol sa pagdakip daw kay Pangulong pagdakip daw kay Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na andun nga sa dahig, mabsat na mukhang malabo nang makabalik. Agoy. Anyway, maraming salamat, Sir Bad. Siya, mabsat is ready to 2:35. May meeting ako ng 3:00. Mamayang gabi na ulit tayo magkita-kita, mga kabsat. Again, maraming salamat. Sir Romy, si Kabsat Aurelia Odenia ng Serra Force Family. Tapos, sino pa ba? Si No Signal, shout out. Paano kayang alin? Kung binasuro na ng Sara, na ngayon po? Na-impeach pa ba siya? Pwede kasi magpa-file next week. Sa Friday, February 6. Yan. Kaya kabado na naman sila, no? Wala namang napatunayan si Sara na wala siyang pagkakasala eh. In short, yung decision lang ng Supreme Court, malinaw. Unconstitutional kasi nga 2 beses, no? Na 2 or more, dapat 1 beses lang. Ganun dapat. So, yun po. Pero lahat ng mga nandun sa mga article impeachment, i-refile lang yun, parehas, walang nabawas dun. Kasi wala namang sinabi ng Supreme Court, hindi na pwede yan. So, pwede na lang ikon yan. So, buhay na buhay pa din po yan. At kabadong-kabado sila ngayon. Elvira G, Ferdinand Pasahol, shout out. Yuki Sawaki, RN2 cents, shout out. Kabsat. Deo Marte, Elvira G, Eva Punsalan, shout out, Madam. Robert J. Travel, shout out. Mark Bon Jovi, Ems, kanina pa na nandyan, shout out. At sa lahat po ng mga nandito mula pa kanina umpisa, almost 1 hour 30 minutes tayo for today's vlog. Again, salamat. Kita-kits tayo mamayang gabi mga kapatid sa ating next live stream. Maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. Hanggang sa muli, Maestro Paul is signing off. Bye-bye.
Bawat hakbang, tinig ang iyong daan.